We're back, Timmy from Aloha Manly Style, and I am welcoming tonight a pretty rare little lot called the Darrans. They're a pack of units from Manly that have grown up around the area, and we're just going to freestyle it from start to finish. Thank you to 4 Pines, by the way, for supplying the beers with the supplying the boys with the beers. Those 6% ones are pretty lethal.
Pretty tasty.
Alright, but,
Pretty tasty.
I better stick to these ones, otherwise I won't be able to talk very well. Alright, I've had 1 6er. I'll go back to it in a minute. But anyway, welcome to the boys, to the Darrans. Thanks for coming, lads. We've got Big Al over there, we've got Lukey, we've got Jimmy, and we've got Billy Randall here. So these boys are they're like the sons of Aloha, really. We've like had a pretty good relationship over the years. They've played a couple of momentous gigs within the shop and outside the shop. It all started on Christmas Eve a couple of years ago, and man, it was so much fun. It was totally illegal. I don't know how we got. I even tuned the policeman.
The coppers and said,
just give us a bit of time. It's been COVID. Actually, that wasn't the first one. That was one of them, but. Even the police went, yeah, you look like a good little group of crew. So anyway, I'm really proud to present the boys, the Darrans. If you haven't heard them, there'll be some snippets on this little podcast, and they rock out hard. And so let's get into it, boys. I've got a few questions here that I've written down. Basically, what I'd like to say really though is having a group of, I'll call you kids because I'm pretty old. Right? They're grommets. Growing up in Manly, at the shop, the whole vibe of the beaches and everything like that, when you see a band coming through of good local kids really making amazing music, it's kind of like a mashup of how they've grown up. And on behalf of Aloha Manly Style, we love our music, we love our ocean, we love our community, and these kids really embroil that all in one. And so I'm really proud to call you guys my mates. You know?
Hell yeah.
And it's sick. And I love seeing your gigs, and I can't wait to see some more. And I actually wish you were playing tonight.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another time. So where do I start? So, I've known Billy Randall since he was in nappies.
A whole lot.
Still in nappies.
His dad was Randall.
Yes.
He's hiding in the corner. He didn't want to be on the camera.
We'll get him in later.
Fair enough, but we love you, Woz. I love you, mate, as a mate and just an ambassador of Manly. You're such an icon.
Quick appearance was up.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
Pop your head in.
Yes. Yeah, mate. Thank you. Sit down. So anyway, that's Billy's dad, and I suppose without him, you wouldn't have been here, Billy.
Yeah, I didn't really have a choice, but
You didn't have a choice. So welcome, but I kind of want to know, how did you, music is where you guys have that's your meeting place where you hang out. I mean, you party, you hang out all the time, but where did you start? When did you start playing music? Was it at school? Did you learn music at school, guys, or what?
Yeah.
Tell me how you started.
I started playing drums in year 4 in primary school.
Yeah, right.
And then I played in year 7 through to year 12 at St. Paul's in Manly with Lukey.
Okay, so you guys went to St. Paul's.
They went to St. Paul's as well, but they were in the same year.
They're in the same year.
So they were playing together.
Yeah.
So you started playing in the school band, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. School band, music class, me and Billy started playing together, and we sort of moulded for some reason, when you jam with someone and you
just pick up on the
you
same
go, you get each other, you don't need to plan things out, you just feel
well,
it.
that's how bands have
We had it pretty well, and me and Jimmy grew up together, so because we're brothers, so we were.
So Jimmy wanted to
Well, it actually happened because...
So when did you start playing music?
I had started in year 7, I think.
Okay.
At school.
So still young.
Yeah, year 7. I started getting guitar lessons then, and then just...
At school, though?
Yeah, at school, just with the teacher there.
Cool.
Sick.
Demandable 3.
Yeah.
Big Al, what about you, dude? When did you start getting into?
Probably around the same age, 10 years old. My granddad was big into music, so I just sort of
Cool.
And from there, and
Unreal.
boom.
Yeah. And me, Jimmy, and Al had a band.
Yeah, we used to play in another
yeah.
band prior.
Did ya?
High school.
And then, I know we just started jamming with Bill because
It was so much.
Well, he
He's
said he's got a mate that
little
wants to
energy- he's a
jam,
little
yeah.
energy man. eh?
Yeah.
Like that- so as far as your genre of music, I would classify it. Yeah, surf punk. Surf punk is kind of how I classify it as. It's fast, it's rocky, it's fun, it's high energy. Do you think that your music has come from the way you've grown up and like your influences and like?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. I think definitely from music
Yeah.
influences
Yeah.
for sure. Eh?
Heaps.
So
What we listen to.
who's your favourite? Who influences you in the way of music?
Oh, shit.
Probably for me, mostly Wazza.
Oh, hi, Alex.
What's your name? Fucking Alex.
No, I was going to go through each of you,
right,
but that
sorry.
doesn't
I
matter.
didn't
No,
know
you're
that.
Alex, bros.
I was in the zone.
But because it's pretty grungy, it's pretty high energy music. It's fast. It suits you, Billy, because you love just rocking out those drums as fast as you can, get your shirt off at any moment.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
you can't play drums like that slowly without your shirt off, with your shirt off. You know, you go fucking up there, you know what I mean? And that's part of the fun that I like seeing how fast you guys play and how much you thrash it out. But you've obviously grown up appreciating like surf sort of, well not surf, but kind of punky style music.
Oh, 100%. It all for
100%.
well, for me and Luke at least was
Yeah.
from dad and mum, like
Yeah, so
growing
you-
up listening
really.
to like Radio Birdman and
Yeah,
Saints and
right.
shit like
Okay,
that.
so proper.
It was just like
punk.
what you were raised on.
Sick. Okay, cool.
I guess I didn't really get into that sort of. Mum listened to like grunge and like sort of like early 90s punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all that stuff off her, but then it wasn't until I started hanging out with these guys
Yeah.
I really got into that sort of
Well,
like
that,
hectic. sort
it
of
looks like
music.
it's fun to play. Not that I'm a musician, but when you're playing fast and tight, that looks like fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fucking
And I get
raw.
that
Yeah.
excited watching you guys. Like the excitement's really there. So
Yeah, because it always is better. I always thought if you're going to see a band, if the band's like rocking out as hard as they can, playing as fast as they can, it makes
yeah, exactly.
it better for the
Oh,
audience.
and
Like,
people have more fun and just appreciate it more. So
we play a lot faster live as well.
Yeah,
Heaps
It's just
faster,
like-
eh?
Ah, it's
Yeah.
fun.
So you obviously all met. Most of yous at school, brothers. Big Al came into the scene later and met because you're a couple of years older. You
Yeah,
met
yeah.
A few years later through music though, probably. Yeah.
No, it's a long story. I met another bloke through TAFE doing a trade,
Right.
and then met these boys sort of through that. I knew Jimmy through another.
Yeah, we sort of knew each other a little bit.
Yeah, but it wasn't until
Yeah.
I met this bloke through TAFE that
Yeah, cool.
we sort of started hanging out. But
Yeah, cool.
we met each other a few times.
We had a
But
couple
yeah,
encounters.
But does everybody
Dodgy
you've
encounters.
all grown up, everybody's within the Northern Beaches area though.
Yeah,
big
yeah,
time.
yeah.
sick,
Well, he's
yeah.
Belly Boys.
Big time
Valley boys. So you're
Yes,
Valley.
I'm a Valley boy.
He's a Valley boy.
My son goes there.
What a man.
I've heard it's changed. I heard it used to be pretty rough, eh?
Al left about 2 decades ago.
Yeah,
It was different.
He's
I've heard that
Did you get
school's
asked
turned
there?
around a
Oh,
lot, and it's a
no.
totally different school to what it was when the kids that I, or the, you know, like all my mates that are a bit younger than me went to Valley Boys.
Yeah.
And they said it was pretty rough. So good on you, headmaster. You've done a good job. But anyway, you had a few legends coming through, and there's been a few good bands coming out of there anyway. So,
Mm, Coffin.
Dad's
yeah.
went to-
What are some of the bands that started?
Coffin went to
Coffin,
Valley.
yeah. Like-minded animals.
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so where am I going to go? So surfing boys. Obviously, it's Aloha surf shop. There's got to be a connection to surfing.
Yeah.
I know you've been surfing all your life,
Mm.
Billy.
Again,
You love
not
it?
much of a choice, but I loved it.
Yeah, well,
It turned out for the best.
it did. It's a great sport. I personally feel that surfing and music and they really do go hand in hand. You know what I mean? Not that you have to surf, but rhythm, surfing waves,
Yep.
hearing the rhythm, they're quite sort of similar things. And I think it's pretty cool to, and it obviously shows in your music
Mm.
that you've got that rhythm. And so that's kind of how I met you guys through surfing. And what else? Sorry,
Yeah,
I'll have a
I've
little
been
look.
coming here for like
You
almost
have.
24 years now.
Well, your dad has been
Even longer.
So the shop opened in 1991, which is
Good year for music.
31 years ago, boys.
Far out.
You guys weren't even born.
You've made it.
Jesus.
Well, I'm still making it. But I've known Dad over here, the Godfather, for a long time.
Manager.
And
The
the
Godfather.
manager, he is the manager of the band. Any gigs, please
Send it
contact
to
Warren.
us.
Send us a message.
He'll
Was on
get you-
9948
send us a message,
at
'cause these guys
outlook.com.
aren't really good at following up leads. So anyway, what? Okay, what? Where am I going? Okay, I just want. Okay, this is. I'm useless at going off the plan, but I just want to read a few words that Janie got from the Godfather was today, and it kind of sums up a lot. Okay, this is written by us. We don't have the best house on the street. We don't feel the need to compete. We don't aspire to the newest car in the fleet. We don't feel we need to be that complete. We've never confused wealth with respect. We have a different set of values that we protect.
Damn.
And they're pretty strong words. When I read those, I was like, wow, that really sums up
That's fucking
this dude over there. And it's pretty
MC
cool
was.
because I can see that that's rubbed off on the way that you guys live. It was that mind blowing. Big Al got this beer. Do you know what I mean? But like, that's a pretty cool. What was this? Respect for that, man. And when I read that, it just sums you up perfectly. And I feel that I'm a little
What's come up with that?
too, and I've got a fancy video, thanks.
I can hear the riff already.
Yeah.
On lips. So that's cool, and obviously.
Is that right?
So that's very influential to those words are really wise words. So I know, like your dad, for example, and your uncle, like they grew up at the beach. You know, your dad's been pretty entrenched in the surfing industry.
He's a curly boy.
Yeah, he's a curly boy. That's the
Through and
thing.
through.
Yeah.
Probably basher if he saw you, but
He is. He's pretty staunch too. He's a staunch. I don't know.
He's
everyone,
got a bum
that
knee, he
staunch-
wouldn't have won
He's got a bit of
anything.
staunchness to him, you know.
nah, he
So
wouldn't.
He'll read a book.
I've heard a lot of stories about curly back in the day.
yeah, it would have been pretty rough back in the day. Everywhere was
Yeah.
rough. The demographics have changed in the northern beaches now.
We
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hated each other from the next beach. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
it.
Hell right. Yeah,
That's
Woz has told
Bring
me
it
a few
back.
stories from North
Bring it
Stand.
back.
Bring it back.
I'll have scrap. In a nice, polite way. Yeah, we'll get a beer together.
No, it's alright.
That's why he's Big Al. He's big and he's gnarly. All right?
Softer
Every
than a
band,
sponge, don't
every
worry about
band
that.
needs one of them.
The enforcer.
So anyway, when you're writing a song, I want to know the creative process. How does what comes first?
I don't know.
Generally, someone will just come in with a riff or something.
Really?
And be like,
Sick.
oh no, I've got this, and then we'll just build on it and build on it and
Jam
build
on
on
it.
it.
Yeah.
Or someone will, or we'll just be jamming until something comes. Like last time we jammed, we just
It's
wrote
all.
a song
That
out
must
of
be
nowhere.
fun though, eh? Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just rhyming
Lukey,
hits.
last time we jammed, Lukey was like, give me 3 chords.
Yeah.
So we gave him 3 chords and he came up with a riff and then we just expanded.
Just
on
build
that.
on it, build on it, build on it,
Yeah.
build on it.
And everyone comes up with their own little thing and
Yeah,
put it together.
cool.
It's
I
sick.
don't think
That's
many of
what-
our songs are like solely written by one person. It's
No.
more like
Yeah, well, I like that.
everyone writes it together.
Yeah, that's
A lot of
good.
it's just-
That's a proper band because most good bands are just that solely rely on one dude. There's not
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good, there's
exactly.
not a very good vibe within the band. So
We
it's
pretty
good.
much just get in the jam room and drink
Yeah.
some beers and
Yeah.
So everybody's on
Sweat it
an
sweat it out and
Hey,
something will
everybody's
come
on
out
an
really,
equal
yeah.
level,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Absolutely.
at the end of the song, it's like, damn, who's got lyrics?
Yeah, and then whoever's
And
got
whoever's
something.
No one's got
lyrics
lyrics,
sings
and
it.
then
Yeah,
someone
we
just
know.
decides to write something out of nowhere.
I've heard some of the lyrics. Anyway, so keep up the good work.
Yeah.
All right. So what are your favourite venues that you've played at in the city?
Fuck, the Timer used to be
Timer used to be a killer.
easy to play.
Yeah,
It's-
Timer used to be
Timer.
good.
That's the only place that would let like bands play like
On
that
the
are
beaches.
sort of
So
Like
that,
us.
that would have been a few years ago, then, eh?
Yeah, wow.
yeah,
2019.
COVID.
Before COVID, yeah.
29 February 2019 was the last
And
one.
after
we played in
COVID,
Melbourne.
they got flooded as well, so they weren't having anyone there.
Yeah,
So
they're not
they-
responding to my emails, the dogs.
Aren't they?
But yeah,
Give
they
up.
used
Timer, we're calling you out.
Maybe change your email address.
No, the one the other month at the plant room,
That was sick.
But that's
Oh yeah, I heard that was good.
But that's
I was
closing
away.
down.
Yeah, Jimmy was there.
Oh, yeah, I heard
Yeah,
that.
Jimmy was there.
Spewing, I missed that one.
What else?
So what else am I going to say?
Around.
So let's turn on the
I mean, Kelly's
There's not really any local venues on the beaches that
There's
will
not
let
many.
hard or
We
like
played at the
anyone-
road shed like twice. That was
Yeah,
pretty
but they
fun, but no
really
one
want
rocks
us to
up.
play there.
Yeah.
There's not really many places around the beaches that
No,
will
there
let
is.
like
Yeah, Newtown's got a good thing going.
Yeah, well,
Kelly's is
I've
always
seen you
been
guys
fun.
in Newtown.
Yeah.
Newtown's probably the best area for
Yeah,
music.
Sydney.
I mean, we probably played here like 4 times.
Yeah,
by
I
now.
yeah, this is probably the best venue of the
Thanks.
beaches.
Thanks.
Probably our
Took a
local
while to
one.
get there.
Right,
Took a while to get there. We've worked it out.
Yeah.
On the fucking beaches, as you'll see in the next clip.
We got plenty.
Boom. Oh yeah. Okay.
Man's got it.
So,
Of course he does.
so when you were kids, like, what did you think you were doing when you grew up? You know, did you think it would involve music, surfing, or you just sort of took day by day and went with the flow?
I don't
A
know,
lot of
well, it's
surfing
probably
and
both.
skating. like-
Yeah, I know you love your skating. Do you all skate a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
Do
try
you?
and track. Yeah.
See, skating to me, it's pretty punky. It's always been punky, you know what I mean? Because you hit the concrete and you get up and you go, oh, it hurts, whatever. And you got to be tough, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like being a bit punk. So I can see there's a lot of skate influence in your music too, which is cool.
But yeah, I think we're pretty easy going. I don't think we had. I don't have a plan.
Nah,
Got
sort
no
of.
plans.
nah.
Yeah.
Plans.
Leave it home till I'm 31. It's all on.
Well, why not?
Right,
Mate?
what's
You've got to start here. Hey, don't change the thing, boys. Milk it. Milk it.
I think it would have always probably involved fucking surfing and
Yeah.
skating and
Absolutely.
playing music. Like, I don't know, just
Yeah.
with our parents.
Yeah, for sure. That's the scene that you
Dad always
grow up
surfed his
in.
whole
And
life and like, hey, just listen to good music his whole life, so it sort of just rubs off on you.
So, in other words, the way that you've grown up, who you are, where you are, you're pretty content. Eh?
Fuck
Yeah,
You
yeah.
happy?
Was it happy?
We're at Aloha
Yeah,
doing an
so-
interview.
Yeah.
Stay.
We've made it.
It's,
4 pints?
it's all
Quick
about
job,
being
boys.
happy.
4
isn't it?
pints.
Four pints,
We've
sponsored
made
by
it.
4 pints.
4 pints.
Four
Mine's
pints,
so
thank
large.
you.
Mine's empty.
Fine.
actually.
Should we get a couple
I
more?
think I need another one.
You can't get a couple more. Get a couple more. We're nearly finished actually because I haven't got too many things and I'm just going to our place. But grab another beer.
Here's another little clip.
Any
Beer
thoughts on Warriors? Just quickly. Where to? Okay.
Buy the beer.
So, boys,
Easy.
you've just answered one question and said that you just cruise and you sort of make it up day by day. But do you have any like I seriously think your music's pretty really good and it's kind of got a unique niche market.
Thank you.
Do you think, have you got aspirations and touring plans and dreams to like
Well, I think
push through, you know? 'Cause-
Oh, it'd be sick if you could do this for a living, like,
Yeah,
every day.
but it's kind of, you just need to meet that.
Yeah.
You just need to get
Well,
that
we've
little
got-
foot up.
Yeah.
That's-
we've written a bunch of new songs, and there's been more in the pipeline that we sort of want to get out and record, and
Yeah, cool.
and hopefully eventually tour it, and hopefully that sort of
For
brings
sure.
on a little bit more publicity and go from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we're planning on recording the second album.
It's just a matter
I
of
was going to
getting
try and do
time.
it this year, but
Perfect.
Heaps
I know
of
you've all got jobs. I mean,
Mm.
you're not well-paid rock stars. You just like fucking
Barely
You
paid.
know what I mean? You do have jobs.
Yeah,
like the
can't
rest
get
of
Get
us.
paid in
for
beer,
it.
it's fine.
But,
yeah, beer's good.
But just
Yeah.
you get paid. That's all I've ever paid.
Beer
Just
paid.
But just keep pushing ahead, boys. Like don't just never.
Yeah.
It's just a fun thing to
Keep
do.
going. It's a
like.
fun thing
Yeah,
to do,
it's
but
great.
like,
It's good hanging out with these boys.
it is a hobby. It is a hobby,
And you meet so many people through it.
Yeah, I
like,
know.
friends and
Yeah.
shit. You get to go on
Especially
trips
like
and stuff.
from like when we first sort of started going up north, we're in Melbourne and stuff, and
Yeah,
now we can just go, yep, sweet, we're coming up, and we've got mates up there, and
it's sick.
it's good hanging out with these boys and then making new friends as well.
So it's a full lifestyle gig. It's a
Yeah, it's
lifestyle.
just fun.
Yeah, I couldn't care less if we
Yeah, good.
try and make it.
Yeah,
I
good.
think that's
All
the
right,
thing.
sick. All right.
It's fun.
It's
Good
a fun
advice.
thing to do.
Good answer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's just good fun. Sorry.
You're definitely not.
I think it's a winner.
Okay, here we
You're
go.
the mindset.
Here's a good one. If you could open a show, you might have all individual answers for this. If you could open a show for a killer ass act.
Ooh.
Who
Dead or
would
alive?
We'll start up dead or alive. Okay, that's Timmy's
what's that?
answer. I've got one.
No.
I know.
Is the band dead or alive?
Yeah.
Could it be anyone? Or could it be
Anyone.
Oh, right, I thought it was about fucking dead
Bon
or
Jovi.
alive. Sorry,
Bon Jovi.
I was thinking about that song, Dead or Alive. Okay, go rewind, that was embarrassing. Dead or alive, they can be dead or alive. Yes.
That's a fucking hard question.
That's huge, eh?
Bon Jovi.
John Bogan.
Kiss.
Oh,
Yeah, Kiss would be
so
good.
that was hard. Alright, skip that question, it was way too hard for the boy.
I've got too many bands.
Surely, lads. Surely you can
Yeah.
name one.
We'll get one.
Yeah,
Sabbath.
come on, Benny needs, yeah, there you go. Okay, let's
Radio
say that.
Birdman.
Radio.
Radio
100%.
Birdman,
That'll
okay.
be on.
Imagine opening for that.
Fucking rifles.
I know Wazza would want us
Rifles.
to open for the
Psychos,
The
rifles.
Psycho.
Yes, Psychos. Melvin's.
Melvin's would be epic.
I would say Slayer, but like I feel like anyone that goes to see Slayer wants
They're not
to
coming
see
to see
Slayer.
us.
I don't want to see you.
It'd be a festival. Our stage would be absolutely empty.
In other words, you
Yeah.
can see they are grungy from tip to toe, these boys. There's no soft ass
Melvin's would
amongst
be
them.
hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
Melvin's
but I
would be
like it.
Just cover Honey Bucket though.
I saw Slayer with Judas Priest opening and everyone was booing Judas Priest. Everyone was going Slayer, Slayer, breaking the law.
Okay.
Cut it out.
Sick Bill.
Alright, boys. Okay, I want to know from each one of you, what is your most useless talent that you've got?
Lack of self-control?
Yeah.
Yes!
Lack of
Pretty
self-control.
good at that.
Yes!
That's a good talent.
Tick. Yes, good answer. Alright.
Oh,
Jimmy.
what's this sound?
God.
Your most,
I feel like it's most of us.
your most useless talent that you possess.
Knowing.
Lactose.
Having lactose. God. Actually, nose diving.
Nose diving. Specialist. Yeah, that's
Absolute
good.
specialist.
Okay,
Good of
good.
any kind.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
good
If you want to
at
learn how
that.
to nose dive, come to me.
I'm pretty good at rolling my ankles.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's a pretty
Yeah.
useless talent. And last but not least, Big Al.
Oily.
Not showing
Being
up.
oily.
Be oily.
Also needing to piss every 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
So I've been hanging, I've been stinging all fucking interview, mate. It's heavy. And I've only
Well,
gone for
we're
like
nearly
Yeah, the worst
we're
thing
nearly
is to go on a driving trip without. It's a piss every 30 minutes. There's no joke.
Bro, remember when we were going up
Can't
to Cops and
drive
Bar in
through
the
the
Brizzy and I was like, bro.
Every 30 seconds. I got a piss.
That's what happens when you drink.
That's why I have to drive, because then I can pull over and...
Billy's
don't
driving.
drink.
Not drinking
You
and
don't
driving.
No, not drinking.
Good to have that. All right. Well, that's kind of a wrap. I'd just like to say thanks for sharing your time with us, guys. And,
Cheers for having us.
I
Yeah,
love
thanks
you
for
all,
having
and you kind of are like the sons of Aloha, and can't wait till the next gig, and
Right.
wish you luck.
Hell
And
yeah.
love you all, boys.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Timmy.
Hell yeah, Jimmy.
Thanks, bro. Cheers,
Oh,
Lee.
yeah.
Thanks, Benny.
Yeah, boys.
Yes,